Welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to be discussing about Bittrex pulling out of the United States markets and how this is a big blow to the wealth transfer community here in the United States relating to some of the prophetic coins and some other prophetic things that are supposed to happen down the road in the future. I'm also going to discuss Reddcoin, which the only platform that we could use here in the United States to purchase that was on Bittrex. So I'm going to discuss some other options. I'm also going to go over the timeline for the Bittrex pullout of the United States markets. So that's going to be very important if you have any finances, any crypto on Bittrex. Now, before I get started, I am not a financial advisor. I am just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. And if you guys like these videos that I make, the support links are down below in the description and also the About section of YouTube. So I'm going to read you this tweet from Bittrex. They are pulling out of the United States markets, but it says here, due to the continued regulatory uncertainty, we have made the difficult decision to wind down our U.S. operations effective April 30th, 2023. All funds are safe and can be fully withdrawn immediately. This does not affect customers of Bittrex Global. So this only affects people here in the United States. Like, we can no longer use Bittrex now. I know that people are talking about using a VPN, shutting down your account, starting a new one using a VPN. You can do that, but if you decide to do that, I would not keep very much on there. One mistake that you can make and get locked out of your account. I'm not recommend you doing it, but if you do, I would keep only enough money to have maybe $50 worth of low buy limit orders for Bitcoin and $10 in another crypto. Because if you just go sign up with an account under VPN and then you just put in Bitcoin buy limit orders, you want to have some type of at least one purchase of something on the account. I wouldn't put too much into it, because one mistake that you can make that lets them know that you actually are in the United States, you could have your account frozen and then you lose everything. So here is the timeline. And today is April the 1st. So when it comes to trading itself, any type of trading, and whether you have buy or sell limit orders, the trading deadline, according to what it says here, is April the 14th. So by April the 14th, you're not going to be able to trade anymore. The very last day to withdraw your cryptocurrency, according to what this is saying, is April the 29th. The operations cease April the 30th at noon, right? And there are some other deadlines here. Bank account setup deadline for wire transfers. If you have to do a wire transfer, fiat wire withdrawal deadline is April the 24th. Fiat ACH withdrawal deadline is April the 27th, right? So what I'm going to do is, since I won't be able to trade anyway, is probably on the 14th of April, I'll just go through and cancel all my buy and sell limit orders, put everything into one crypto, and send it off to a different exchange or exchanges. It just depends. I might, send some funds to KuCoin and then send some funds to Coinbase or, Bitmart or any other place where I can have my low buy limit orders, and I'll go over that. So basically you have until April the 30th to do this, but after the 14th, there's really no other purpose to have your cryptocurrency on there. So I would say no later than the 15th to get all of your cryptocurrency off of Bittrex. Folks, and this is a big blow to us. And, it just goes to show that there's a war going on. And for those of us who are in the wealth transfer, we have to know that there's going to be a tax. And you know what? It is very important on who you put into office, because people here in the United States, these politicians, they're trying to destroy crypto. So if you voted for the people that are in there now, you cannot get upset about what is happening. Also, I could ask the question, are we really praying enough? I don't know, and why would God allow this to happen only to United States customers? But it is what it is. And, we're not going to be able to get every prophetic coin. We're not going to be able to get on every prophetic platform. If you live in Canada, it's very difficult to be able to even use all of these platforms. And most of them, from what I understand, that you can't use a lot of these platforms that you could put low buy limit orders on. So be grateful for the platforms that we do have. We just thank God that at least, we still have opportunity. It's one platform, and there are actually 7 more that you can put low buy limit orders on. Now, let me go ahead and talk about Reddcoin before I get into the other platforms. Reddcoin, which is currently sitting at 0.0014, it's actually currently down 29%. A lot of that has to do with what's going on with Bittrex. As you can see here on the 29th, there was a big drop, right? And so then the news came out on the 31st, and then another major drop. So somebody knew already on the 29th before the news came out. So it was obvious that people knew on the 29th. They sold off their Reddcoin. And then when the news came out, it dropped even further. So it's currently down 30%. So from what I understand, you can't buy it on swap. So I didn't see it on any swap sites or anything like that. There is no Ethereum number when you actually go to look at, they have a source code, right? And their markets are limited to Yobit, StakeCube, right? And of course, Bittrex Global. Lightbyte.eu. I don't know about that exchange. Yobit I used to use a long time ago. I don't know anything else about it anymore. Right, so the other option is to go on reddcoin.com. That's REDD coin.com, and you can download the wallet and then transfer your Reddcoin there. Now, of course, there is an opportunity from what it looks like to buy Reddcoin because it is down 29% at this time. So you could actually stack up on it and then send it to your wallet. I'm only telling you, I haven't made a decision exactly what I'm going to do. As I have shared before, we're not going to be able to get every single prophetic coin. All right, so I just want to put that out there. Regardless of the prophecies, there are so many prophetic coins that people don't have access to because of where they live. All right, so it's nothing to really get down about if you can't get a particular coin. But if you are here in the United States, you can download the wallet. It'll be another thing that you'll have to maintain. But it just depends on where God is leading you as far as, what to do concerning this. If you have purchased this coin. Okay, and here is the Prophecy Bitcoin Phishing Buy Limit Order document. This will be down below in the description. And the first 7 United States crypto customers can use these platforms. You got KuCoin, Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini. I actually, during the crisis that happened last year, I actually took everything off of Gemini. And I have not reset up my low buy limit orders yet back on Gemini. And if we get up to this 41,000 mark, that's probably when I'll go ahead and put maybe $100 on Gemini and place low buy limit orders. Also, MEXC, Bitmart, and LBank. So you can look at this document down below in the description if you guys want to sign up for any of those platforms, because maybe you're not aware that you can, being here in the United States. Also, there's a few other platforms that I have listed here. So like I said, folks, it's important that, who we vote for. There's a war. So for those of you who are prayer warriors, to keep this in mind of the attacks that are coming. Now, I've been sharing with you guys about regulations here in the United States, right? I use South Korea as an example. I made multiple videos about regulations were coming, right? And what they're doing is they're using the existing laws that they have right now as far as regulations, right? And they're attacking these crypto exchanges. They are attacking the wealth transfer, okay, by doing all of this. And I told you guys, it didn't take prophecy to tell you that this was coming. Right, and they're going after exchanges. And I know somebody posted something about Prophet Joel and Binance. I've been telling you guys for the longest to make sure that you don't have any cryptocurrency on Binance. Right now, there might be some countries that Binance is their only option, so or one of few options. So if you do have it, it's probably best not to have it. Who knows what's going to happen with BNB. Right, and what's it going to do to all the BNB coins if Binance does fall through regulations, at least here in the United States? They can go after Binance and they can shut down Binance.us. As far as taking them completely down all the way where worldwide it falls, it's very possible. And what would happen to all the BNB coins? I do have an account with Binance, and my main thinking was to use it for liquidity. But we're not at that point yet. So if I need to use it, I will use it, but I'm not using it. But I'm not going to be buying any more Binance tokens. This is what's going to happen when people talk about some of the prophecies dealing with these Binance tokens. Maybe that will come later on when Bitcoin is reaching over 100,000. Because there are prophecies about Bitcoin crashing. Didn't say immediately, but when it reaches a certain point over the 100,000 mark, it's going to begin to decline and eventually go all the way down to zero. Right? Just like we are seeing, we saw it go from 69,000 to 16,000, right? And we're expecting some type of mini bull run, and then it's going to eventually crash to zero before we get the 100K bull run. So what they're doing with the regulations, folks, it doesn't take prophecy to know what's taking place. All you have to do is read the news. Before there was any Binance prophecy, what happened when Binance refused to help FTX? Our government and the SEC and everybody else started going after Binance. If Binance would have rescued FTX, Binance would not be in the situation that they are in right now. So you guys need to understand that. They hated the fact that their plans for FTX failed, right? It was exposed. So now they're going after Binance. But it's not going to be good for a lot of people in the long term, and you should avoid using Binance US, if at all possible. So now people have to figure out when are they going to get out of their Binance token because of this prophecy that they think is going to come to pass concerning Binance. So going back to the withdrawal, but there's no sense of keeping any cryptocurrency on there after April the 14th. And this only affects U.S. customers. Think about the XRP case, and that decision is coming this year, on top of all the other things that could happen as well in this country that could have effect on the crypto markets. But all that remains to be seen, and we just take these things day by day. It's sad, but we do have other alternatives. So that information is down below in the description. And that's all that I have for today. I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.